Hey everyone, it's Kevin Jones with Life, Mind, and Money. Today we're going to be talking about an update regarding getting that direct deposit because there is a deadline looming and we'll discuss. Also, another plan has been released by Democrats now on the Senate side, and I want to kind of discuss what their plan is and share my own personal thoughts. So let's dive in. So before we get started, it is Mother's Day. And I want to send a heartfelt thank you to my mom and all the other great moms out there, especially during these times. A lot of us would wish we could be spending time with them instead of being in our own homes. But hopefully you've got some video conferencing like Zoom and all the other ones that are out there. So please make sure to reach out and talk to your mom and say thank you. And with that, please smash that like button for all the wonderful moms today, as they deserve it. If you're new to this channel, once again, Life, Mind, and Money is all about personal finance. But more importantly now, during this situation, we're trying to provide you as much information to keep you informed and so that you can receive money and know how to handle your finances during this time. So please, hit that subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it. So the first thing we need to address is direct deposit. Now, millions of people have already received their stimulus payments, but once again, based on our last update, still, I'm getting lots of comments about people still not receiving their money. And I want to make sure that you get it in your hands. So, what we just learned from the IRS is that for those who are going to receive a check, if you want to get a direct deposit, which frankly will come to your doorstep a lot faster, you must go to the Get My Payment website, as you see the address on the screen, and that information must be provided to them by noon on May 13th. So please mark this down, get on a computer. If you want direct deposit, now is the time to give them that information. Please don't wait, or you will have to get a check. And as you saw that schedule extends all the way into September. And frankly, I don't want to see you waiting any longer to receive that money. So switching gears, there's been a lot of plans that have been released by Democrats on the House side that we have documented. But now a new plan was just released on the Senate side by two senators that are very well known because they did run for president, and that is Senator Harris and Sanders. And what they want to do is provide each American who makes $100,000 or less $2,000 a month. So if you are married and filing jointly, that would be $200,000 and less, and this is all based on adjusted gross income. In addition, for each child, they want to also provide $2,000 for each child up to 3. As you can see, this can add up quite quickly. If you're in a family of 4, married and have 2 children, ultimately you could end up with $8,000 a month in this plan. So this plan now is opened up to a whole lot more people because only people who don't qualify outside those with high income levels are those who are non-resident aliens and those who could be claimed as a dependent on somebody else's tax return. So that means a lot of people who are in this country who do not have Social Security numbers would also qualify as well. Now, all of these payments will be retroactive to March 1st and will extend as long as the state of emergency is in effect. And as soon as that emergency is lifted, then the payments will extend for another 3 months after that. So once again, the guidelines are if an individual makes less than $100,000 adjusted gross income, they would qualify. Married, filing jointly, under $200,000, and for those who are head of household, it would be set at $150,000. So once again, if you're a household of 4, just like I here at my own home, that would equal to $8,000 a month. And if you think about it, if this went for at least a year, we're talking about $96,000 a year. So wait. I've got to say something here because there are 3 reasons why this plan really worries me and some others that have been introduced. So let me explain. So just keep in mind that this is strictly my opinion. The first thing is this plan gives out tons of money that we frankly don't have. We have already gone through 3 stimuluses that equates to nearly $3 trillion. And we have no idea how expensive this 4th kind of plan could be if it was passed. And what worries even more is that this plan could carry on for a year, for 2 years. We have no idea how long an emergency would last regarding the circumstances. Yes, things are getting better, but this could extend for months, if not years. At what point do we throttle back on spending to save the situation? Frankly, our national debt is out of control, as it's now well over $24 trillion. And this plan would frankly just keep adding on top of it. And frankly, at what point do we really start addressing our national debt? Yeah, interest rates are low, but this is a mounting problem that will affect generations in the future. You simply can't just keep printing fake money to give to people to solve a problem. So it gets back to, at what point do you stop spending money to fix a problem and actually start developing different strategies to address the things at hand? I know this one won't come across as easy to solve, but our national debt is growing, and printing money is frankly going to get out of control if it hasn't already. Now, my second item is we need to get people back to work. I use the word work and not necessarily the word jobs because there's different ways for people to produce income. As unemployment is absolutely through the roof, as we've explained in other videos, it has gone up more in a month than it did during the Great Depression, and that is saying something. But we need to find ways, if we're going to throw money at something, just handing out money doesn't solve the issue at hand. We need to develop money ways to provide people to maybe get another job or start a business or simply just be innovative. This is an opportunity for Americans to really get ahead of the curve and utilize this opportunities for all of us to grow in many different ways and expand services and goods. I don't believe giving out free money to Americans will have the lasting effect that our country really needs at this moment. Lastly, handing out free money will build up expectations in people's mind. I mean, let's think about it. There's a lot of human psychology involved with this. And frankly, people will start expecting that money. If you start giving it out month over month, they'll never want it to end. I mean, heck, there's already a lot of people who are making more on unemployment now than actually the job they were in previously. There are countless stories out there of business owners who got the PPP loan, who were ready to get their employees back to work and provide them payroll, only to find that the employee said, well, no, I'm good because I'm making more on unemployment, and so I don't need the money and I don't need to come back to my job. That is a really sad story because we need people to get out there and start working again. We don't need unemployment numbers to keep rising. Now, just keep this in mind. The median income in the United States is $62,000. And if you were a family of four getting this stimulus package, that would equate to $96,000. That is more than 50% more than the median. Now, I recognize the incomes vary in this country greatly. On the West and East Coast, those incomes tend to be higher, where in the heartland, they tend to be a little bit lower. So it will vary, but based on median income, we're talking about 50% more than that. I mean, if you want to talk about greater expectations going forward, this plan will frankly blow it out of the water based on the information we already have. So, what worries me is that we need to get people out there in the force again and build that expectation that we all work together as one nation. And when we were during World War II, our nation came together and we innovated and we put things out in productivity that were beyond what we could in our wildest imaginations. I think this is that moment where we really need to shine and start figuring out how we can innovate again. So the initial money that was given out in the third stimulus, I think was a good thing. It was to give Americans a little bit of boost and some help. But as you keep handing out more money, frankly, the expectations will be changing people forever. Now, just keep in mind that these opinions are my own, and I recognize that people will share different thoughts regarding this because I know that this is quite a subject of conversation regarding universal basic income. Just remember that I feel like that us as Americans, we need to keep pushing forward, and that handing outs and free money is not going to simply solve the problem. It never has. And so I encourage you to leave your comments below. Please share your thoughts. I am an open book, and I want to converse with you about how you truly feel about this situation. Should we be giving out more money? And I want to hear everybody's opinion on this, because I think there needs to be some middle ground about how we move forward, if even a forced stimulus package is even needed. So once again, just as a reminder, if you're getting a check on the initial stimulus and you want direct deposit, go to the IRS Get My Payment website and get that information to them by May 13th at noon. Once again, smash that like button for all the wonderful moms out there. And remember to hit that subscribe button, as I appreciate all your time and support of this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.